Hey, it's me, MLB. Here is You Had Me at Hey, Chapter 19, and this one is titled Someone Dropped a Lime. And speaking of lime, here is your little warning. I'm going to cut out the little fruity section. It's not super fruity, just a little bit tangy, but I don't know if YouTube's going to flag me for it. So I'm just going to chop that bit out so there'll be this little lull, and then I'll pick back up into the storyline and keep going. Okay, sweetheart, your mum said as she turned her attention back to her cooking. Jirou, would you like to stay for dinner? She asked as she looked back at your girlfriend. Oh, yes, you blurted out quickly. That's a yes. Jirou blushed and looked at you. Don't worry, just text your teacher and tell him I'll drop you back at the dorms, you said to her with a wink. Anyways, we'll be back for dinner, Mum. Thanks, you sung at your mum with a giant smile as you grabbed Jirou by the shoulders and turned her around, pushing her out of the kitchen, down the hall towards your room. Welcome to hell, you said proudly as you swung your door open. Oh, wow. Jirou laughed as she walked in and sat down politely on the bed. There's no need to be shy, babe. Make yourself at home, you said as he skipped over and flopped down on the bed next to her, giving her the biggest grin. I can't believe you're actually in my room, you squealed. Okay, calm down, she laughed. Lyrics, you suddenly said. We need to come up with some lyrics for your song. Hey, Yin, do your parents know about us? She asked hesitantly. No, not yet, he replied with a nervous smile. I'm sorry, I just haven't had a chance to tell them that I'm waiting for the right time. You said honestly, my parents don't even know I'm gay. Slight author's note, if you've already come out to your parents, just pretend you haven't yet. Oh, she replied, that's okay, babe, take your time. I just wanted to know so I don't say anything I shouldn't. You're the best, you said with relief. Thank you. You reached your arms out for a hug as you lay there, and she smiled as she fell into your embrace. You squealed happily and squeezed her tight as you rolled from side to side with her half on top of you. Okay, she laughed as she pushed back a bit and sat up. Let me write some things down in notes on my phone. You let her go and rearranged yourself so that you were lying with your head on the pillow, and you beckoned her to lie between your legs. She did, lying on her stomach with her top half over your leg, starting typing on her phone. So what have you got so far? You asked as you reached down to her, lightly brushing your fingers up and down her arm. I got this, she said as she scrolled back to the top. Let me read it to you. What am I to be? What is my calling? She started. Yeah, that's good, you said. What about something like, I'm ready to give it my all? Yeah, I like that, she said as she bent her head down and kissed your leg softly. What about, I've stopped giving up, I'm ready to go? You thought. What about, I gave up giving up, I'm ready to go? Perfect, she said as she deleted the other line and put the new one in. You traced a finger along her collarbone and up her neck, and then gently toyed with her earjack curiously. She glanced at you. Oh, gosh, you yelped, letting go of it. Sorry, She reached her earjack out and wrapped it around your wrist, holding your retreating hand. Don't stop, she said in a low, soft tone. Okay, you replied as she unwrapped it. You reached for it again and felt it, rolling it around between your fingers. You were so focused on what you were doing you didn't see Jirou's face start to blush as she bit her bottom lip, trying desperately to keep her concentration on her writing and not the giddy sensations you were causing her to have. They're so soft, you commented with love. I could play with them all day. Kai, you okay? You asked when you saw the flustered look on her face. Yeah, I'm fine, but that's really hot, what you're doing, she commented softly. What? This? You asked as you rolled her jack between your fingers again. Her eyes rolled back slightly. Okay, lyrics, babe, lyrics, she said as she tapped your nose with her earjack. Okay, where were we? You said as you sat up as well. Yin, your mum called. Dinner is ready. Whoop, saved by the bell, you giggled. Come on, you said, getting her up off the bed and then pulling her towards your door. Oh wait, let me just text Isara real quick, Jirou said as she stopped at your door. Okay, babe, come down the hall when you're ready. I'll just help get last minute things set up, you said. Sure thing, she replied, looking down at her phone as she typed. After a somewhat awkward family dinner, you excused yourself and Jirou to go back to your room. Your parents seem nice, Jirou commented. Emphasis on the seem, you said with air quotation marks around the word. Jirou chuckled. They're not that bad, babe. They could be worse. Really? You deadpan. What could be worse? Not sure, but I'll think of something, Jirou said as she followed you back to your room. Hey, actually, you want to practice the lyrics to your song in the studio downstairs? You asked as you picked up a guitar from your room. Yeah, okay, she replied with a shrug. I gotta get going soon. Curfew's 10 p.m. Okay, we'll do a quick run through and then head back to your school, he said with a smile. You handed her your guitar and walked past her, beckoning her to follow you down to the studio. Do you just have, like, instruments everywhere in your house? Jirou asked with a little laugh when she saw a set of drums in the stairwell. Yeah, basically, he laughed. The store is basically an extension of my room. I just pick one up as I need it. But it gets you into trouble though, right? She commented. Yep, you replied with a goofy smile. You never learn, she sighed, shaking her head. Okay, babes, in you go, you said, gesturing to the sound room as you went to the sound desk and sat down. Jirou walked in and over to the mic, waiting patiently for you to give her direction. Okay, speak into the mic, you said as you held the intercom button down. I love you, she said softly. You blushed in surprise, not expecting her to say that to you at that time. Gotcha, she giggled into the mic. Touché, you replied back through the intercom, giving her a bright smile. Okay, let's do this, she said with a smile. This is for you, Yin. And with that, she strummed the first chord. What am I to be? She sung into the mic. What is my calling? I gave up giving up, I'm ready to go. The hair on the back of your neck stood on end as she sang, like it always did when you heard good music. She sang the song through while you listened, entranced. She'd come such a long way. She was more confident, and you smiled to yourself as you watched her. How was it? She asked bashfully when she got to the end. I don't even have words, he replied truthfully through the intercom. You're amazing, babe. She smiled with a blush. Thanks, babe, she replied. Then she glanced at her watch. Crap, it's getting late. We better go. Okay, he said happily. I'll just tell my parents where I'm going and how long I'll be so they don't friggin' flip out like last time. She laughed. Yeah, better do that. And there is the end of chapter 19. Stay tuned for chapter 20 coming tomorrow.